Sure.
Okay. Well, what's been happening since we last spoke?
Okay, I'm writing down my question for you later so I don't forget.
All right.
Um, I had a wonderful time speaking that soft thought, I'm free. And I kept thinking the term less effort, but then it hit me 2 nights ago. I was sitting in my little recording studio, which is like a basement closet for my audiobooks. And I looked down, I have a little note card of some of your notes from last time that I keep
Yeah.
on my computer. And under that soft thought, I'm free, I had written down no effort. And in my head, I literally went, oh, when I'm thinking less effort versus no effort, it's a completely different ballgame. I'm still trying to control something when I think less effort because I think there's still effort there. So I could sense how I was trying to have minimal control as opposed to seeing those words, no effort. I went, oh, okay. And I felt a shift. I don't know if it was the right direction, but
Well, did you feel lighter or easier after making that shift?
yes.
Then it's good. That's what we're after. So no effort and less effort. I think we need to distinguish two kinds of effort here.
Mm-hmm.
You're always having to do some work, let's say,
Right.
even just to sit there and not just tumble onto the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so, and that's the kind of effort we were experimenting with cutting back. No effort is about how your conscious brain, which is this little area up here, right over the area above your eyes, it's a pretty small part of your brain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very small part of your total nervous system, your brain, your spinal cord, then peripheral nerves that go to all parts of your body. The conscious part of that whole system is very small. And its job is to come up with ideas, to plan things, to expect to make decisions. And so in the way that things work is it'll think this is what I want. So what we've been experimenting with is I'm free. That's what it's saying. When you think I'm free, um, that's your conscious brain that's doing that thinking.
Right.
But that's all it's supposed to do, ideally. It just says what it thinks. You could say says, thinks is maybe a better phrase. It thinks, this is what I'd like. I have no idea how to bring it about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm simply putting that out there as a message to the rest of my nervous system. This is what I would like. There's where the no effort is.
Yeah.
It's just a thought. Now, to be totally brutally honest, there's never really zero effort, but there's like because even a thought, there's some nerves that are innervated. There's some little work going on, but it's tiny. It's infinitesimally small.
It's
And,
more of a
and that's
trust.
all you need to deliver the message. Just,
Yeah.
I'm free. And then the rest of your body, all of that other stuff, which is most of your nervous system, hears that and says, "Oh, okay, this is a kind of direction, a kind of request that we're delighted to get from you.
Okay.
I mean, this is what we love hearing from you, and we will do what we can to um, bring about as much freedom as we can, given right now what your situation is. Tomorrow it could be different.
Yeah.
It does all of the figuring out how to bring some freedom into your life.
Mm.
And it's important to keep those two distinct, because let's say you're thinking, with no effort, I'm free. As I said here, I'm free. And you notice a little shift. Something seems the kind of shift you talked about. It can be extremely tempting to think, oh, wow, that's nice. Maybe I could give it a little nudge. We could get more. And that's not going to work. The
Mhm.
little nudge is going to be the little effort I'm going to try to sneak in with that request.
Would it be accurate to think, my conscious brain sends that thought I'm free? Could it also send it's a thought of I trust. Like, am I trusting everything else?
It is. But it's, and that I will send you a blog post on that very topic, leap of faith. There's different it's trust, but it's not, it's trust, but it's not like you're making this gigantic commitment and taking a huge chance that this will work. You're thinking it and you're trusting that it'll work. It's not like some major life decision, like, I trust that if I hop on a plane to France, I'm going to end up in some wonderful situation in France with a job and everything. That would be quite a leap of faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sometimes in like Sunday school, there'll be kids will be taught, oh, what's up with God? Is there a God? Who knows? Whatever. Have a leap of faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't that. This is a very minimal version of that kind of leap of faith.
Mm-hmm.
No one's asking you to just leave town and go to
Sell
Paris
everything and go,
and
right?
hope that will, and have faith that that's going to work out.
Right.
Everything
Right.
will just slide into place, and that's a real leap of faith. But like a big time, this is just very minor, in terms of the worst that'll happen is your unconscious mind will be asleep and not bother paying any attention to you, and then nothing's lost. Actually, the worst that could happen, I guess, is that you're already functioning as perfectly as you can. And when you say to your unconscious mind, I'm free, unconscious mind says, that's great. You seem pretty free to me right now. So we'll just not do anything.
For example, Robert, I'm, like the different things I do all the time that I'm constantly trying to just keep these thoughts, play with these thoughts. I'm on a cycling bike thinking, no effort. And I about fell off the bike
Oh, yeah, yeah.
in
I
class.
think no effort is, I would just say almost just a lot less effort. I would think, in terms of the actual biking. But the message of that you want less effort, no effort there.
Yeah, I agree. And tell me what you think about this. So as I've been practicing this, I'm free when I do my audiobook reading. I even thought maybe I should at some point in our lessons read for you so that you can maybe
Absolutely.
coach me through that. But
Yeah.
I found myself before I'd start the chapter, I'd say, listen, you're going to read this, you're going to kill it, it's going to be awesome, but you're going to do it with no effort. You're free. You're free, you're going to use no effort, and you're still going to kill it. And then I would start.
Well, if that works, that's fine. I think it's like slightly muddying it does take some effort to speak. There's
But the
there's
second I
no way
stop,
around that. No, it's not like this is some
no, but
thing where you
yes,
you can speak or climb a mountain or whatever and no effort. I'll just stand here. I'm going to get to the top of Mount Everest with no effort. Look, there I am. No, I mean you have to, but much less effort than you're doing might be just
Mhm.
so. And the thing is, when you deliver that message, I'm free, and or any of the other directions that we're going to be talking about, that's that's the part that there's really no effort. In terms of how much effort is going to end up being expended for your speaking or walking or whatever, that's not anything you need to worry about. I mean, that your unconscious brain's going to take care of all that.
Mhm.
You could request less effort. You could think, okay, I don't, instead of thinking I'm free, you could think, I want to just do this activity with half as much effort as an experiment to see what happens. That's great. And you
Mhm.
might find you can keep cutting it, cutting it, and cutting it. And oddly enough, the speaking is still fine, maybe better, probably
It's
better.
better. It's
And
better.
I want to just pause for a second and ask you, this whole time we've been talking,
Mhm.
I'm not sensing you've been doing that, going into a high register to deal with the throat issue. Am I right about that?
100% right.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
that was a great strategy in the moment, emergency, whatever, but that's not a great long-term strategy.
no,
Because forcing your voice into artificially high, that's going to put certain strains on your different kinds of strains. It'd be good to just get rid of all the strains, right? The unnecessary strains.
yes,
Strains. Yeah.
yes.
So yeah, you're absolutely on the right track. No question about exercise bike. That's a great example.